There isn't anything more important than your relationship with yourself. You're with yourself every minute from the moment you're born until the moment you pass, and that connection that you have with yourself is going to help you navigate the world in the most effective way possible. I think you deserve to be happy and to live peacefully and worry-free and to be able to handle your challenges in the most effective way possible. And I thank you and congratulate you for being here with me to allow me to be part of that journey. So we've been talking about assertion lately. I hope you did your homework. It's very hard to be assertive in challenging circumstances, so we started out easy, and I just asked you to identify how you feel and ask for the solution that you want. So I hope you tried that and noticed, tuned in a little bit, and got used to being able to know what that's like. Because that's the first step of being assertive. It's developing that relationship with the self and acknowledging the self and learning to carve out your emotional boundaries and say, this is how I feel and this is what I want. So when you can do that, we're going to, of course, graduate that up into dealing with difficult people. But it is a journey and it is a challenge, and it is a worthy challenge because it's going to affect the way we handle every single problem in life, like difficult neighbors, difficult customers at work, difficult workplace, administrators, partners. And assertive parenting is really, really important because we want to maintain the integrity of the self-esteem of ourselves and our children. So we want to really learn how to be verbally assertive, which means we are becoming collaborative in the solution. And we're not just trying to establish power and control and use some bossy leadership style. So I think what I'll do is tell you a story today. And I'll tell you a story about when I was learning to be assertive. I did tell one story before, but I have many. There was one time I was in Walmart, and there was a lady, two ladies actually, but one was screaming at this employee really loud. And everyone was kind of peeking down the aisle to see what was going on, because it was really loud. And there was a lady down there with two children, and she was going off. So I don't know what happened, but I know I was wearing like this neon orange dress that day. And it was October in Florida, so I had a really dark tan, so I like stood out like a highlighter. So about a half hour later, I was in the grocery area by, you know, where at the end of all those aisles are, where they have the cases in the middle and the meats on the other side. And so there's like a bunch of people around, and this lady starts crossing my path. She's coming towards me, and she starts yelling, "Hey, there's that nosy," and she can't mind her own bleeping business, and what the hell, blah, blah. And I thought, oh my gosh, you know, this adrenaline just rushed into my body. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to say? Oh my God, how am I going to handle this? Am I going to get my butt whipped here in Walmart? Is she going to, like, you know, assault me? What's going on? Because I'm not really the type of person to get in fights. And, I mean, I'll verbally engage, but I'm not going to, you know, physically scrap with somebody. It's not my style. So anyway, I didn't know what to say, you know, because the adrenaline just took over my mind, and I was just like frozen for that minute. And she's walking toward me. She's just glaring me down. And these two children are sitting in the cart. And I was trying to think, what can I say that's assertive? What can I say that's assertive? What can I do to diffuse the tension? What can I say? And I said, you know, I don't think that you should speak to people like that in front of these two beautiful children. And she just shut up and kept walking. And I'm glad that I shut her up, because I would not have known what to do, right? Otherwise, it would have been pretty scary, because when you get in a physical fight, nobody knows who started it, who is guilty. And I think everyone around who was watching breathes a sigh of relief that I said that. So that's an example of how to kind of diffuse verbal tension with difficult people. But it starts with turning inward and learning, like, where am I at emotionally, and how do I cope, and how do I think of what is the solution when I really just want to, like, you know, kick somebody in the shins. So I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope that you will join me, and if we're all, not everyone is part of the problem in this world, we are all part of the solution, because there are people that aren't going to want to learn this emotional intelligence stuff because they already think they know it all, and we have to learn how to handle those people and bring them down to a sense of emotional equality so that we can live, all of us, peacefully together. So I don't really think the videos that I'm making are going to be for those anger management, aggressive, ego-driven people, although they may surprise me and join me here, but they Probably won't. And I'll make separate videos for them because one grass needs to be mowed and the other one needs to be watered. Okay, it's a different kind of therapy. That's why a lot of therapists, who do couples counseling, God bless them. I don't know how they do it, because I personally cannot take the power imbalance. I'm just like, I can't say things in front of the aggressive kind of person or the manipulative person that's going to build up the other person when they're trying to step them down. They're trying to crush them down so they can manipulate them, because that's just kind of their unquenchable thirst. So we're going to talk plenty about that, but I will see you soon. Thanks for being here for your exercise of the day, like the gym for emotional intelligence. See you soon.